Today we are going to do some questions from miscellaneous exercise of chapter 3 matrices. Here miscellaneous exercise we are going to do question number 4. If A and B are symmetric matrices, prove that AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix. If A and B are symmetric matrices, then we need to prove AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix. For question number 4, if A and B are symmetric matrices, then we can write A transpose is equal to A and B transpose is equal to B. That is the given condition. A and B are symmetric matrices. Then we need to prove AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix. We have AB minus BA. We are going to prove this matrix is skew symmetric matrix. If a matrix is skew symmetric, then A transpose is equal to negative of that matrix. So we want to show that AB minus BA is negative of AB minus BA. AB minus BA all transpose equal to negative of AB minus BA. Then we can say that AB minus BA is skew symmetric. Now we can find AB minus BA all transpose. A plus B all transpose is equal to A transpose plus B transpose. By using that property of transpose, we can write this as AB first matrix minus second matrix transpose. That is first matrix transpose minus second matrix transpose, BA transpose equal to. Then we learned one more property, that is AB all transpose is B transpose into A transpose. So by using that property AB transpose, we can write B transpose A transpose minus BA transpose, that is A transpose B transpose equal to, and here it's given A transpose is A, B transpose is B. So B transpose we can replace by B, A transpose we can replace by A, minus A transpose is A, B transpose is B. Since A transpose is equal to A, B transpose is equal to B. Now we got BA minus AB. If we take negative outside, BA minus AB becomes AB minus BA. AB minus BA. So now we got AB minus BA transpose is equal to AB minus BA. That is AB minus BA all transpose is equal to negative of AB minus BA. AB minus BA transpose is equal to negative of AB minus BA. Therefore, AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix. So now we got the answer. AB minus BA is skew symmetric matrix. Now we are going to do question number 5. Question number 5. Show that the matrix B transpose AB is symmetric or skew symmetric according as A is symmetric or skew symmetric. So we have we need to prove if A is symmetric, B transpose AB is symmetric, and if A is skew symmetric, we need to prove B transpose AB is skew symmetric. So the first part we can take if A is symmetric. If A is symmetric. If A is symmetric, that is the first case, then A transpose is equal to A. Then we are going to prove B transpose AB is symmetric. We have B transpose AB all transpose. We want to prove B transpose AB is symmetric. B transpose AB all transpose. That is B transpose AB, we can keep it in the bracket. All transpose is equal to AB all transpose is equal to B transpose into A transpose. So by using that property, we can, this is the first matrix, second matrix, first matrix into second matrix, all transpose is second matrix transpose into first matrix transpose. So second matrix transpose, that is AB all transpose into first matrix transpose of first matrix, that is B transpose all transpose. That is again AB all transpose is B transpose into A transpose and A transpose all transpose is A. So that is B. And here A transpose is A. That is given. A transpose is A. So we can replace A transpose by A. So we will get B transpose into A into B. So that is B transpose AB all transpose is B transpose AB. B transpose of B transpose AB is B transpose AB. So we can say that therefore B transpose AB is symmetric. B transpose AB is symmetric. Now the second case, if A is skew symmetric. If A is skew symmetric. If A is skew symmetric, A transpose will be negative of A. If A is skew symmetric, A transpose will be negative of A. Then we have to show that B transpose AB is skew symmetric. So we can find the transpose of B transpose AB. We have B transpose AB all transpose. The same way we will write up B transpose AB in a bracket all transpose. Then again we can apply same property. AB all transpose is B transpose into A transpose, or first matrix into second matrix transpose is second matrix transpose into first matrix transpose. That is AB all transpose. We will apply that rule again. B transpose into A transpose into B transpose all transpose. Actually this bracket is not required. B transpose all transpose, that is B. That is equal to B transpose A transpose B. So here A transpose is negative of A. So B transpose into A transpose we can replace by negative of A into B. Then that negative we can keep outside. So that is minus of B transpose AB. Negative we can keep here. So now we got B transpose AB all transpose is negative of B transpose AB. That is B transpose AB all transpose is equal to negative of B transpose AB. So transpose of a matrix is negative of that matrix. So we can say that therefore B transpose AB is skew symmetric. Skew symmetric matrix. And in first case B transpose A, if A is symmetric, B transpose AB is symmetric. And in second case, if A is skew symmetric, B transpose AB is skew symmetric. Now we are going to do question number 9. So here, if x minus 5 minus 1 into another matrix 1 0 2 x minus 5 minus 1 1 0 2 0 2 1 2 0 3, then x 4 1 equal to capital letter O. That is not a 0, that is 0 matrix. The order of that matrix can be any, it can be any order. Anyway, that is a 0 matrix. So we need to find the value of x. So here we need to find the product of first two matrix. Here multiplication is possible. Number of columns of first matrix is equal to number of rows of second matrix. So first we can find the product of first matrix and second matrix. Then here when we find the product, first row into first column, first this is 1 by 3 matrix, this is 3 by 3 matrix, so the product will be 1 by 3 matrix. That means that we will have only one row and 3 columns will be there, so it will be 1 by 3 matrix. So when we find the product, first row into first column, so we will find the product of the corresponding elements x into 1, that is x, minus 5 into 0, that is 0, minus 1 into 2, that is minus 2. That is the first element, first row into first column. X into 1, x, minus 5 into 0, that is 0, minus 1 into 2, that is minus 2. Then first row into second column, x into 0, 0, minus 5 into 2, minus 10, minus 1 into 0, that is 0. Then first row into third column, x into 2, that is 2x, minus 5 into 1, that is minus 5, minus 1 into 3, that is minus 3. So now we got the answer 1 by 3 matrix. Then we can write the third matrix, that is x 4 1 equal to 0 matrix. Now again we have to find its product, 1 by 3 matrix. 1 by 3 and this is 3 by 1 matrix. So when we find its product we will get a 1 by 1 matrix. That means only one element. Then first row into first column. We will find the product of the corresponding elements. X minus 2 into x. That is x into x minus 2. First element into first element plus second element into second element. Minus 10 into 4, that is minus 40. Then this is actually 2x minus 5 minus 3, that is minus 8. 2x minus 8 into 1, that is plus 2x minus 8. 2x minus 8 into 1, that is 2x minus 8 equal to 0 matrix. This is not a 0, this is 0 matrix. Now we can open the bracket. X into x, x square, minus 2x, minus 40, plus 2x, minus 8. So minus 2x and plus 2x cancelled, equal to 0 matrix. And here minus 40 and minus 8 we can combine. So x square minus 48, that is the simplified form. X square minus 48, and this is a 0 matrix, and here it is left side, it is 1 by 1 matrix. So the right side matrix can be written like this, that is 0 matrix. Now these two matrices are equal, therefore the corresponding elements are equal. Left side we have one element, right side also we have one element. So the corresponding elements are equal. So we can write therefore x square minus 48 equal to 0. Therefore x square is equal to 48, or x is equal to plus or minus square root of 48. That is equal to plus or minus square root of 16 into 3. That is plus or minus 4 square root of 3. We can take that 16 outside the radical. So plus or minus 4 root 3. That is the answer. Now we are going to do question number 11. Find the matrix X so that X into one matrix is equal to another matrix. Find the matrix X. Question number 11. Find the matrix X if X into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal to minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, 2, 4, 6. So if the product of these two matrices equal to that matrix, then find the matrix X. So here X is a matrix. X into this matrix is equal to this rectangular matrix. We need to find X. And here its product is given. That means multiplication is defined here. If multiplication is defined, then the number of columns of the first matrix and the number of rows of the second matrix should be same. Number of columns of the first matrix and the number of rows of the second matrix should be same. So here the second matrix is a 2 by 3 matrix, 2 rows and 3 columns, and the product, that is also 2 by 3 matrix. So we need to find the order of the first matrix. Number of rows, number of columns of the first matrix and the number of rows of the second matrix should be same. That means here the second number will be same. If it is 2 here, then this will be 2. Now we need to find the number of rows of the first matrix. If m by n matrix and n by P matrix. We can find the product of these two matrices. These two numbers are same, so we can find the product of these two matrices. And when we find the product, the order of that product will be M by P. So here the order of the product is given 2 by 3. So this 2 is from the first matrix, M is from the first matrix, and P is from the second matrix. So this 2 is from the first matrix, that is the number of rows of the first matrix, and 3 is the number of columns. So the order of X will be 2 by 3. So we can write down X is a 2 by 2 matrix. X is a 2 by 2 matrix. Let X is equal to, if it is a 2 by 2 matrix, we can take it as A, B, C, D. We can take 3 variables A, B, C, D. Let X is equal to A, B, C, D. Now we can write the equation X into that matrix is equal to the product. So X, A, B, C, D. And the matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal to the answer -7, -8, -9, 2, 4, 6. Now we can find the product left side. Number of here multiplication is defined, is possible. So when we find the product, first row into first column, first row into first column, then first row into second column, first row into third column, second row into first, second row into second, and second row into third. So when we find the first element, first row into first column, A into 1, A plus B into 4, that is A plus 4B. Then first row into second column, A into 2 plus B into 5, that is 2A plus 5B. Then first row into third column, A into 3, 3A plus B into 6 plus 6B. Then second row into first column, C into 1, C plus D into 4, 4D. Second row into second column, C into 2, that is 2C plus 5 into D, that is 5D. Second row into third column, C into 3, that is 3C plus 5 into D, 6 into D, that is 6D, equal to that matrix -7, -8, -9, 2, 4, 6. Now these two matrices are equal. If two matrices are equal, then the corresponding elements are equal. So we can equate the corresponding elements. Corresponding element, first element equal to first element, that is A plus 4B equal to -7. Then second element equal to second element, that is 2A plus 5B equal to -8. Then we can write from here we can find the values of A and B by elimination method. Then for finding C and D, we can equate. We can make two more equations. C plus 4D equal to 2. C plus 4D equal to 2. And 2C plus 5D equal to 4. 2C plus 5D equal to 4. So we can take it as equation number 1, equation number 2. And this one, equation number 3, equation number 4. So we are going to find the values of A and B from these two equations. We can solve these two equations by elimination method. In 10th standard, we studied elimination method. So if we want to eliminate variable A, we have to multiply first equation by the coefficient of A in second. First equation we can multiply by 2. So we will get 2A here, then it will be eliminated. So equation 1 into 2 implies we can multiply each and every times by 2. 2 into A, that is 2A, 2 into 4B, that is 8B, 2 into -7, -14, that is equation number. We will take some other numbers here. We can take it as third equation. Now we can find the difference between third equation and second equation. Equation 3 minus equation 2 implies 2A minus 2A cancelled, 8B minus 5B, 3B equal to -14 minus -8, that is -14 plus 8. So we will get a minus 6. Therefore, B equal to minus 6 upon 3, that is minus 2. So now we got the value of B minus 2. And we can find the value of A from equation number 1 by replacing B equal to minus 2. So equation 1 implies A plus 4 into B we can replace by minus 2 equal to minus 7. Therefore, A is equal to 4 into minus 2, that is minus 8. So minus 7, when we take minus 8 from left to right, minus 7 plus 8. So minus 7 plus 8, that is A is equal to 1. So we got A is equal to 1. Similarly, we can solve 1, 2, 3. This is equation number 4 and equation number 5. We can find the values of C and D from here. We can multiply, and here also we can eliminate the variable C. So here the coefficient, we can multiply first equation by the coefficient of C, that is 2 in second equation. So equation 4 into 2 implies. So when we multiply first equation by 2, 2 into C, that is 2C, 2 into 4D, that is 8D, 2 into 2, that is 4. So let it be sixth equation. Now we can find the difference between equation 6 and equation 5. So 6 minus 5 implies 2C minus 2C cancelled, 8D minus 5D, that is 3D, 4 minus 4, that is 0. Therefore, D equal to 0 upon 3, that is 0. Now we can find the value of C from fourth equation. Equation 4 implies C plus 4 into, and the value of D is 0 equal to 2. Therefore, C equal to 4 into 0, that is 0. Therefore, the value of C is minus 2. C equal to minus 2. Therefore, the matrix X is, now we can replace that values A, B, C, D. The value of A is minus 2 and A is 1, B minus 2, C minus 2 and D 0. A is equal to 1, B equal to minus 2 and C equal to minus 2 and D equal to 0. So now we got the matrix X 1 minus 2 minus 2 0. So that is matrix X. Now we are going to do question number 10. A manufacturer produces 3 products X, Y, Z, which he sells in 2 markets. Annual sales are indicated below. Market, here we have 2 markets, market 1 and market 2, and the products given, number of units that is given, 10,000, 2,000, 18,000, 6,000, 20,000 and 8,000. Then we have 2 parts. In first part, if unit sale price of X, Y and Z are sale price of X, that is 2.5 rupees 2.5, and the selling price of Y 1.5 and the selling price of Z 1 rupees 1, rupees 2.5, rupees 1.5, rupees 1, that is the selling price of X, Y, Z, unit sale price. So that question is, A manufacturer produces 3 products X, Y, Z which he sells in 2 markets. Annual sales are given below. So here 3 products X, Y, Z. In market 1, he sold 10,000 units of the product X and 2,000 units of product Y and 18,000 units of product Z. And similarly in market 2, 6,000 units of product X, 20,000 units of product Y and 8,000 units of product Z. And here these are the selling price. Selling price of product X, selling price of product Y and selling price of product Z. We need to find the total revenue in each market with the help of matrix algebra. So we need to find total revenue. So now we are going to find first part. In first part, total revenue we need to find. Total revenue by using matrix multiplication we can find. So when we find a total revenue, we can make it as a matrix 10,000, 2,000, 18,000, 6,000, 20,000 and 8,000 into the selling price we can make as a column matrix 2.5, 1.5, 1. Now we can find the product of these two matrices. Number of columns of first matrix, 3 columns and 3 rows. So multiplication is possible. And when we find the product, this is 2 by 3 matrix and this is 3 by 2 matrix, 3 by 1 matrix. So the answer will be a 2 by 1 matrix. Product will be a 2 by 1 matrix, that means 2 rows and 1 column. So when we find the answer, we will get a 2 by 1 matrix. So the first element will be first row into first column. 10,000 into 2.5 plus 2,000 into 1.5 plus 18,000 into 1. So when we find their sum, we will get one number here. And similarly, second number, second row into first column, that is 6,000 into 2.5 plus 20,000 into 1.5 plus 8,000 into 1, we will get another number. So here the first number is the total revenue from market 1 and the second number is the total revenue from market 2. First number is the total revenue from market 1 and the second number is the total revenue from market 2. The multiplication is very simple. You can do by yourself. We will get 2 numbers. So that is the first part. Now we are going to do second part. In second part, cost price is given. If the unit cost of the above 3 items given rupees 2, rupees 1 and rupees and 50 paise, find the gross profit. And here cost price is given. Cost price given rupees 2 and cost price of product Y rupees 1 and cost price of product Z 50 paise, that means 1 by 2 rupees. Now we have to find from first part we got total revenue. In second part we need to find gross profit. So gross profit, if you want to calculate profit, profit is selling price minus cost price or total revenue minus total cost price, that is a profit. So we need to find total cost price, we need to find total cost. When we find total cost, the same matrix we will write here: 10,000, 2,000, 18,000, 6,000, 20,000, 8,000, and the cost price will be a column matrix 2, 1 and 1 by 2. And here also we can find the product. When we find the product of that two matrices, we will get a 2 by 1 matrix. First row into first column, 10,000 into 2 plus 2,000 into 1 plus 18,000 into 1 by 2, we will get one number. 6,000 into 2 plus 20,000 into 1 plus 8,000 into 1 by 2, we will get another number, and the first number is the total cost total cost of the total cost from market 1, and the second number is the total cost from market 2. So now we will get a total cost from market 1 and a total cost from market 2. In second part, we need to find the gross profit. So we need to find the gross profit from market 1 and gross profit from market 2. So if you want to find gross profit is revenue minus cost. So gross profit from market 1 is total revenue from market 1 minus total cost from market 1. So here gross profit is equal to total revenue from market 1 minus total cost from market 1. Total revenue from market 1, that is the first number, and the total cost from market 1, that is the second number. So the difference between these two numbers, that will be the gross profit from market 1. Similarly, we can find gross profit from market 2, that is the total revenue from market 2 minus total cost from market 2. So second number minus second number. So second number minus market 2 here minus. So total revenue minus total cost will be the total gross profit from market 2. So we can easily do that calculation. Calculation is very simple. Okay.